Ketini kwa muda. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to preside over the launch of the biometric voter registration exercise that will be conducted countrywide. The commencement of voter registration marks an important milestone in our journey towards our next general election to be held on March 4th next year. I commend the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission for the launch of this exercise, as well as other steps that have been taken in preparation for the next general elections. The IEBC has gazetted 25,000 registration centers across the Republic, 25,000. Further, the Commission has recruited and trained over 30,000 clerks. These clerks, most of whom are our youthful citizens, will use 15,000 registration kits across 290 constituencies and 1,450 constituency assembly wards to register a minimum of 18 million voters in the next 30 days. Now, here I have said all the story that you are going through in the next few days. And I don't think anyone is going to pretend that he did not hear or he forgot, because these will be reproduced in the newspapers and everywhere, and everybody who wants to hear will hear, even if you close your ears. Ladies and gentlemen, our Constitution guarantees the freedom of citizens to exercise their political rights through taking part in regular, free, and fair elections. In addition, it is a democratic right enshrined in the Constitution for all eligible Kenyan citizens to be registered as voters. And I want to repeat this point. There is no room for you to pretend you were registered once upon a time. Please, there is no such a thing. Even if you were registered once upon a time, you have to register fresh, straight now. And this is not a matter you can forget. I, therefore, call upon all Kenyans who hold a national identity cards or a valid Kenyan passport to register as voters in the next 30 days. Registering to vote will enable you to carry out your civic responsibility of electing your political leaders in the next elections. Registering to vote will enable you to participate in the process of strengthening our democracy. Most importantly, registering to vote gives you the power to determine the future and the destiny of Kenya. The rest, no point in shouting. Honestly, unless you do the real thing. Ladies and gentlemen, the government will continue to support IEBC in providing the necessary environment to conduct free, fair, peaceful elections. We will provide the required financial, human, physical resources, as well as adequate security to ensure that all aspects of the electoral process are carried out as planned. So far, I am happy the government has passed relevant laws, established institutions, and created other mechanisms for promoting peaceful elections. Additionally, the government will ensure there are adequate scrutinizing officers to maintain law and order in the period before, during, and after the general elections. I urge Kenyans all over the country to support our security personnel in discharging their noble duty of ensuring our security. I take this opportunity to warn all Kenyans against obstructing the work of security officers or endangering their lives in any way. Those who obstruct our security officers will have themselves to blame, as they will be dealt with firmly and in accordance with the law. As the government does its part, I wish to emphasize that the actual management of the electoral elections rests with the IEBC. The expectations of Kenyans in this regard are high, but the task is manageable. I wish the Commission success in this critical and noble endeavor. In conclusion, I would like to emphasize that this voter registration exercise will only run for 30 days from today. 30 days from today. There shall be no extension, since we are working with very strict timelines as laid out in the Elections Act. I therefore encourage all eligible voters to find time early enough to register and avoid the last-minute rush. I also caution that the government will deal with anyone who may seek to disrupt this vital voter registration exercise. The voting card is an important democracy empowering tool. By voting, you are participating in a process that will ensure you elect the leaders of our choice, of your choice. It is the only way to determine the fortunes of your country and your local county. I advise Kenyans to take this process seriously and keep away from anyone who may seek to disrupt the process. In the meantime, the government is stepping up security around the country to ensure the process goes on smoothly as we count down to the general election on March 4th next year. It is now my pleasure to officially launch the biometric voter registration exercise. Thank you, and God bless you all. Asante sana. I keep emphasizing in this speech the action we shall have to take against any person. And please don't seek to be forgiven for any mischief you do. Please. Because whoever you are, we shall take that action. And we will do it. And if you want to try early. Please. Because there is no point in anybody trying to mess up an election, which we all want you to exercise our right as individual citizens. You know, each one of you individually, this is your right. Why should anyone come and interfere? Nobody has a right. Nobody has, even remote, whoever he is, however tall he is, or short, or fat, for the reason that we don't want. And you know, there is no need. Anyway, I keep emphasizing because you will see what we do. Thank you.
That, Your Excellency, was the confetti. Please be seated now. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for launching the biometric voter registration. And I'm sure Kenyans have heard loud and clear the message from the government.